Hello, friends. Welcome. Anyone that is watching on replay, hashtag replay, let me know that you have been here, and welcome. I enjoy your comments. I enjoy your hearts and thumbs up. I don't know if the things are still working. Nope, I cannot do any hearts or any thumbs up. Sometimes they fly up, but I guess mine are enabled. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Whimsically Knotted. I am Ann, and I enjoy your company. I go live Mondays and Thursdays, normally Monday evenings at 7 Eastern, and on Thursdays it's 10:30 in the morning. And again, that's Eastern time. I'm located in North Carolina. Thank you for hopping on. I am going to pull us up on my iPad real quick. I did not mirror or turn my phone around because we don't have any words tonight, so we will be fine. You will not have to read anything backwards, so we should be good. And my Facebook is not loading. That is okay. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you, my friend? Yeah, Facebook is just rotating. That's good. We're just going to start anyway. I already pre-painted to get a little bit step ahead here. And for some reason, I feel like I am sideways. What's up with that? Is that better? This is the angel cutout from Craft Dealz. This is part 1. And this is part 2. It is just regular pine. I'm glad you're doing well. I already painted it with vanilla frosting, which is country chic paint. And I just done a base coat all the way around. And then hopefully you'll be able to see the difference. On the back side, can you see the difference in color? This one is shimmery, shiny. I added oyster pearl to that side. And I am going to do the same thing. The back side has got that oyster pearl on there. And I'm getting ready to do the same thing to the front side. Hello, Jeannie. How is everybody doing this evening? Thank you, ladies, for hopping on. And these are the wings. I got to lay it down to see, because I always put them on backwards this way. Device added to your account. It just notified me that my iPad was added to my account. It's always been there. What is going on? This is the strangest thing. I don't know. I'm telling you, technology is getting crazy by the minute. So I just went ahead and pre-prepped so that it won't take so long for us to paint, because you don't need to see me paint. You just need me to create. And let me tell you the size of this one. It is 12 inches wide and 12 inches long. So it's 12 by 12. How are you, Miss Jeannie? Are you doing okay? I am going to go ahead and paint this side with that same metallic oyster pearl. And I hope this is going to turn out the way I envision it in my mind. I don't know. I am into the woodland, natural nature vibe this year for Christmas. Don't know why. And that's what that oyster pearl looks like right there. And we're just going to put a coat on this side. And just make our angel a little bit festive, because it just gives it that shimmer. It is not a solid coverage like it is in your face metallic, but it'll have just that shimmer when the light hits it. And what I'm going to do is, they don't stand by themselves. I'm going to put a Jenga block back behind it. Hey, Miss Maggie, how are you? I'm glad you guys are here hopping on. I don't know, I'm just really excited today for this project. I don't know, I'm just into the natural woodland, nature type of decor this year. Don't ask me why, because that's normally I do snowmen. So I am not quite sure. But I think the Lord just wants to have his nature displayed. So we are going to do that. I just love getting fresh greenery in and filling a vase with just greenery and maybe some cranberries in there and make that look really pretty. I just think there is so much in nature that we can use. I am not doing the sides. I'm not sure whether you can see that shimmer on here. You can see it a little bit. But I just love that look. And I'm going to hold this up. Maybe you can see the difference. This side has not been done. Can you see the difference in the color? Hanging in there. Oh my gosh, on the same knee. We'll be praying for you that it will work out good this time. We will find out the results from the MRI and the neurophysiological or psychological test tomorrow, the MRI, and on Thursday, the test results. Oh yeah, well that would help, wouldn't it? Thank you, Sherry. Told you I was excited. So we'll find out tomorrow the results, see what's going on, what needs to be done, or more testing, or what's happening. And then on the 18th, we'll find out from the eye doctor the results there, what's going on. The festival went really well. I was surprised at some of the things that are sold, and I didn't make a ton of money, but for the size and for the short period, it was really great, and I was very excited. It was a new place for me. It was a community church, and it was really wonderful. They had cakewalk and lots of giveaways and just a lot of different things going on. A lot of vendors and bouncy houses and hayride and really community-oriented things. And it was just amazing. It was really wonderful. It was cold that morning, so I was really surprised how many people came out. And it was just really fun. So I was very excited. The Lord blessed, and I pray that it will carry over, that the Spirit will be there for the end of the month. 2-day vendor show in the arena. I hope that that Christmas spirit will be there, because a lot of the items I sold were Christmas or Christ related, and that just blessed my heart. That just made me happy. Hello, Miss Carlene. You are so welcome. Anybody else has got any prayer needs, please let us know. We definitely are a praying group here. I do believe in prayer. I believe that the Lord answers prayers, and if that is not for you, then just hang in here for the crafts. But just know that I am a girl that acts and believes in the Lord and in faith, and what I do is faith-based, and my pieces are prayed over, and I just love the Lord, so that is who I am. And I didn't have to paint the whole thing because part of it, of course, we're going to glue. But I just like it to be finished. So I just normally, I still got some paint left. So I'm just going to go ahead and put fingerprints on here. I'll just put a little bit of paint on the edges. But yeah, I love to pray for you. And sorry that I didn't have, thank you, Carlene. You don't have sound. Can anybody else hear? There is power in prayer, absolutely. And Saturday, I was tired. I gotta admit, I was tired on Saturday, and I just did not come on for Soul-Filled Saturday. And right when we got ready to leave, I got another crick in my neck, and so I was not feeling good. I took Motrin, and it got better very quickly. But I do apologize for not coming on Saturday, because I love our Saturday times together. I said I wasn't going to do the sides, but how can you not, right? And I used the same brush that I used for the cream color to put on here. And again, this came from Craft Dealz with a Z. It is 12 inches top to bottom, and the wingspan is 12 inches as well. Let me make sure we got this right. Yep, got everything looking good. Let's dry this. Hey, Cindy. Good, I'm glad you can hear me. How is your job situation going, Miss Cindy? Any word? And I posted the link to the pattern that I'm using and the link to all of the Christmas things. It's in the comments. All right, that's my front side. And that's my front side. The front side is a little bit more shimmery than the back side is. Thanks for sprinkling. If you wouldn't mind sprinkling this out, and if you do hashtag exclamation mark notify, then you will get notification automatically when I go live. So we don't need this at the moment, so I'll put that out of the way. I am gonna just lightly sand over this real quick. I always like to give it just a little sand. And I love these angels from Craft Dealz. And if you need a code, Miss Cindy's got a code for Craft Dealz. It's Berry Jam Crafts. You're waiting for an interview? Awesome. As you can see, I have not washed this. This is what we're going to use. It is the Nordic Christmas Pattern. It is still available. It is a wonderful patterned stencil, and you could do so much. I see this as wrapping paper. I don't do my own wrapping paper. I don't have enough time to do my own wrapping paper. I will line it up with the feet at the bottom. Can you guys see that? Hey, Kimberly. How are you doing? And happy belated birthday, Bonnie and Kimberly. You are welcome, Cindy. I don't have one yet. Maybe one day. I'm lining my deer up all the way down to the bottom of the angel. And I got something on here that doesn't need to be on here. I don't know what that was, but I don't need you on here. And it just so fits that the that zigzag and dot pattern ends right at the neckline. Yes, on a gift bag. I mean, if you make your own Christmas cards, it will be so pretty on a card. Another thing that I think that would be pretty on is, I have not looked for them, the mitten cutouts, to put that on the mitten. Just saying, ladies, just saying. Now, one thing I am going to do, just because that's me, when I lay this on here, I have more this tree showing than this tree. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stencil this and stencil this part and then fill in the trees. I just want it a little bit more symmetrical. I don't know why the trees, and I cannot tape this to anything, so I'm going to have to be careful. Because my trees are not in the middle. I don't know. The deers are lining up perfect, but my trees are not. So I am going to move those over slightly. My deer and the snowflake are going to be in Venetian gold. My trees are going to be in festive green, and it will be just a very light color. And I actually thought about doing the deer in rich espresso, but then I would have to do the snowflakes separate, and I'm just going to keep everything simple. It's keeping it simple. Load your brush. And this is going to be a light coat because the metallics are going to be lighter than your regular colors. And I might even stipple. And this is going to be green. Or do I want to do that in gold as well and just do the tree? Okay, let me know. The little zigzag, I know you can't see it, and the dots. I call it like a bric-a-brac, and the dots that is around the trees. Should I do that in the green or in gold? You guys let me know what you think. Green or gold? And I'm just picking up paint off the offload pile. This is going to be pretty. You got that right. As fast as they rip it open, I really don't want to put the work into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I put all that work in there to make it all pretty because I love pretty presents, but it's just gonna get thrown away, and I'm like, I put all that work in it and you're just gonna ditch it. That's what I was thinking too. And that's not that hard, Kimberly. Let's go really lightly right here. Because I'm going to reline it up because I want my trees to be in the right place. And so you just take one of these backer boards and lay that down. And it'll be all good. As long as I do not move my stencil, I am good. You guys know that this is my first time making one of these angels. I have seen them, and I've been wanting to get one, and every year I am too late to get one. So this year I was like, nope, I am not going to be too late. I am going to get me an angel. And I finally did. Now I got to remember, I'm stopping right there. Yeah, I love this angel cutout. It is so pretty. And you can make these angels in so many ways. Miss Cindy has done them. And oh my gosh, are they beautiful. She's made so many different versions of these angels. And like I said, it goes just right up to her neck. The stencil was made for this angel. That's how you know it was meant to be. And the stippling gives it just a little bit of character. It just makes it look like those deer have fur. All right, the reveal of that, and then we're going to add the trees in. And it would look gorgeous just like that. And you could even do it like this and personalize it with a name, like Bristol. Make it her angel, Carlene, Mama, Sis. I'm beginning to be like Miss Cindy. I've got an idea. You are rubbing off on me, Miss Cindy. Exactly. They just, so many different ways to make these. Anytime you reuse your stencil, make sure that you don't have nothing on the back. I just think that's a neat idea to put the put a name in there. That's a great idea. And now I'm going to line this up, hopefully, to one of my dots. Trying to find where my because I do need to keep it in line. I just want these to be a little bit in the middle. And that right there should do it. I'm gonna get a different brush. That was a 3/4 brush, and this is a 5/8, a well-loved 5/8 inch brush. Yes, I love these angels. I've got another one to create with. Not sure what I am going to make with the other one, how I'm going to make it. If there's any suggestions that you guys have or anything you want to see. And I've got a couple of snowman kits too that I'm going to make. This week is just going to be very busy for me, so I'm not going to be able to come on at an extra time this week because we've got an appointment all week. This week we went to Salisbury. Tomorrow we got to go to Charlotte. Wednesday we got to go to DeVita for the dialysis clinic and lab. And we got Bristol. And then Thursday, we got to go back to Charlotte for the results of the test. And then Friday, we've got a VA services meeting in Concord. And by the time Saturday rolls around, I'm going to be exhausted. We have never had this many appointments in 1 week. I'm just praying for answers. And I appreciate you guys' prayers. And again, if there is anything that I can pray for you, please let me know. What you guys think? And we're going to put a little face on her. Yes, what a week. Exactly. Hello, Sherry. Yeah, it's, whew. I'm like, my gosh. But next week we don't have any appointments as of yet. And I'm wrapping up my brushes so they'll stay moist in case I need them again for something. Check your hands. I'm bad about transferring things. I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to sand it a little bit. And metallic paint dries real quick. That just looks good even without her wings. All right, where is... I'm going to get out a little black. I'm going to do her mouth, her eyes, and I'm going to give her a little bit of cheek. I just need very little black. And I am going to use vintage pink to do her little cheeks. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. That's all. I just want some answers. And how to move forward. I am going to have to lay it. Let's see if I can see. I might have to hold it in my hand. Got one of the Essential Stencils, itty bitty tiny brushes. I have to hold it up a little bit, so bear with me just a second. I am not an artist by no means. Get a little bit more water. I dipped my brush in water so that my my paint would flow better. Got a little spot right here that I'm not happy with. Not too shabby. I'll take some of this pink. No, I'm gonna use a dome brush for that. I'm gonna use one of those. Oh, thank you. Yes, face stencils. That would be amazing. I am not good in drawing faces. Mine are never symmetrical. They are like, yep, nope. I am making my brush as dry as possible, and then I'm just gonna give her some rosy cheeks. They are not completely symmetrical, and her face is tilted a little bit, but I like that because she's just like singing to you. And before I glue the wings on, okay, my wings are gonna go right here. I'm gonna dress the rest of the stuff up, but just know that my wings are gonna go right here. I got a little bit of this ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and she's gonna get that as her halo. And I cut it to where it would excuse me, fit right from edge to edge. Thank you. Yeah, I know what you mean with the skeleton face. Yep. It's like, yeah, that don't look like a snowman face. There's a little halo. And you can put wire back behind here with a halo at the top. All kinds of things. She's gonna have a little ribbon bow that goes right here. And I'm gonna add some greenery in. This is just from a little pick that I got at, where did I get that at? Walmart. I want to try to get it under the ribbon a little bit. I feel like I'm performing surgery and I got my tools. Surgical tools. And you know, I've told you before, I feel like pieces have a story to tell. And I'm thinking, okay, I wonder what kind of story this little girl has to tell. Our little angel. I wonder what she is saying, what she's talking about. I am gonna add a little glue in the back of these stars. To fill that hole in. So that I can paint over it. And I'm thinking about putting a bell on her. I know that is a big bell, but I think the bigger bell would look better than the little bell. And then for the bottom, what do you guys think? Since this is a woodland one. Let me lay out what my thought was. Well, this one's not going to stay on there. Well, I'll have this one over here. I might have to hold that one in place. I'm gonna add little pine cones to the bottom. The pine cones are not gonna be right there. I'm just for visual effects. What you guys think? And then I was thinking about the, good gracious, that's a big old glob. What you guys think? She's the guardian angels of the woodland creatures. That's what she is. So what do you guys think? And should we put some greenery under her whatever this is called, her halo? What do you guys think? Yeah, but it's, you would have to put like a lot of them on there. Should we leave the wings the way they are? And then I would have to put like a whole let's see what we got. What do we got? That's not what I wanted. Like that. I have to see it from my view which way would look prettier. They are upside down. I have it backwards to me. I know that that goes to the bottom. I would have glued it on the right way, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if this one fits on here better. This one don't lay as good as the other one does. So what you guys think? Do that with the greens on there, or just simple and do the stars? And what do you think about the bottom? I like the greenery on here, so I'm going to do those. And then you guys let me know what you think about the greenery on the bottom. Let me turn these back around. Yeah, I don't want to get too carried away. I need some cardboard. Need something so I can adhere my star. And I don't have a button handy. I'm just adding a little bit of cardboard in there so that I've got something to hold my star in. You can add a button. My cardboard is a little thin, so I had to put 2 pieces on there because the stars are hollow on the inside. And if you put hot glue in them stars, the metal is hot, don't burn your fingers. Now, should we do the greenery on the bottom or not? This is what she would look like. And then we add the 2 stars. Should we leave the greenery off on the bottom, or should we add it? Let's see if I can find that a piece of cardboard. I have to find a little piece of cardboard. Bear with me just a second. I always have some cardboard laying around. But a button would work just as well. What you mean, too bad I glued the greens inside the star? What am I missing? I wanted a little bit of greenery on the top. And I am going to put a little dot of paint where the hole is right there. That one's on. I have to stand up for this to make sure I've got them. I should be pretty close. I am going to use some wood glue. Hey, Becca. Just pound with hammer and make them flat. My luck would be that I pound them with a hammer and all the spikes would go whoop. That's what would happen to me. When I was painting earlier, I had paint all the way up here, and I'm like, in my arm, and I'm like, how in the heck did I do that? I'm just painting the background. How did I get paint way up there? Oh no, that's way too much glue. I want to make sure she sticks. Trying to make sure that I got her semi-straight. And I am going to need a wipe to wipe the rest of that glue. And then I'm going to pick it up and add the hot glue. Just wanted to wipe this off before it got it is adhering, so let me leave it be. Get the rest of this glue off. And get your glue off as long as it is wet. You can wipe it back. Don't let it dry. And I'm just going to take clamps and put clamps on here. And there's our little baby. And once everything is dried, I'm going to touch up the stars and fill in the holes. And I will add a Jenga block. I'm going to paint it and add a Jenga block in the back so she can stand. You can also hang, put a hanger in there for her to hang. That's what she looks like. I just have to hold it because it is still... What you guys think? Is she a beautiful woodland angel that is the guardian angels of the woods? The woodland animals. I think she turned out really pretty. Let me draw some names. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate the stars. I see stars. I see stars. Appreciate the hearts. Thank you. I am going to take a little bit of the rich espresso and I'm going to go around the edges and darken those up. Either that or I'm going to take the gold. I haven't decided yet which one. Let me pick a name real quick and then we're going to have to hop over to Essential Stencil and watch Miss Amanda. Miss Cindy is going in the Happy Mail bucket. Yay! Miss Cindy. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I posted the links to the pattern and to all the regular Christmas stencils. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. You guys are awesome. And I appreciate your prayers. Be blessed. And I will see you over on the Essential Stencil page. Have a good evening.